game is gonna take me for a joke. I would rather just sit in my private server and just create different nucleates and just sit there
Yeah,
rather deal with nothing.
it's a crazy world out there. I did just hear recently that the age verification is not being challenged by all sorts of scientists and researchers around the world right now. It's been recently shown, like announced, an open world letter has been sent to all the world governments about age verification by researchers out there. And they said that age verification is deemed way more harmful than when it was implemented. It's very harmful anyway. Like for example, when people
Yeah.
are not allowed to go on the platforms or use certain services, even adult sites, when they get age verified, right, and they're forced to do that, they avoid those sites and then go to more risky third party sites that are less managed, less secure, and less all that. So it says that age
It's
verification is already not only does it lead people to more dangerous places because it literally forces them to find alternatives that might be more insecure. It also data leaks. It's already shown that it is not reliable. And using AI for moderation, for monitoring age verification, is also just way too risky in of itself. So there is that. That's what I found. It's really recent news.
it's also the fact that like having age verification, it means that a lot of communities lose access to like safe spaces
Right.
because they can no longer like access those safe spaces.
For me, I remember I got moderated at some. Now my history, I've been not even banned once ever until like Roblox started implementing those horrible rules and regulations later. And I remember I got banned for like 1 day for simply wearing an avatar that seemed to be too adult. And when I looked at it, the avatar, you know what avatar I got banned for wearing? I got banned for this. This was too adult. This avatar, mine. This is the avatar I was banned 1 day for randomly, just randomly. When they did the enforcement bans,
You get
I
banned.
got banned for wearing
You
this
got banned for
avatar
that.
because they said it was too adult and it was inciting violence and bad remarks. I'm not
Have
gonna
you
say it
seen what I'm
because
wearing?
I'm not gonna say it here
Have you seen
clearly
what I'm
because I
wearing?
get VC
And they
banned.
banned you.
This,
I think that's weird that they can ban your adult for being too adult when you literally on Roblox.
yeah.
I guess because minors can see it,
hmm
Oh, I love
so
your
that might
voice.
be why.
That's also really annoying
That's
because it's
soothing.
really vague. It's too vague. There's so much gray like terms of service areas that are found. Because I remember I saw a server where people were clubbing at a vibe pool area. I saw this, and people wearing like bare like revealing clothing,
No,
and Roblox did not terminate them. I went in, I just joined the game, and I stood around and I said something to do like something to do with MAGA, right? Making America Great Again, that cultish fan base. I said something about that, and I immediately got banned for like 30 days for saying something about MAGA in front of a bunch of people who had revealing clothing, saying a bunch of really no things in chat that is really bannable and really spicy. I'm not gonna say here because
Bunny. The
I'm
thing
gonna get
is,
VC banned.
what they don't want us to look like humans. They want us to be blocks. You know how Roblox started? They want us to look like that. That's why they ban Abbeys that have like a shape.
Oh yeah.
That's why.
For real.
Because they're just mad. They're mad. They want us to look like square pieces of Minecraft, and they don't want us to look like whatever. Oh,
Another is you can even say the reverse, but in a different context. Is they also want to push Arthro avatars that look like they were fully AI generated, which is
Yeah.
that's also insane. They could do the reverse, like blocky only, but also AI generated Arthro on the other side, which is just like this character of mine. This is balanced. It's just balanced. It's just the normal items besides the legs. The legs are the only thing that's like a little more arthro, but it's a very balanced type of avatar outfit. But they instead either want blocky or some AI generated abomination of an arthro though. so they want that. And nobody wants AI generated Arthur avatars that look like a slob, which I don't know where they got the idea from, but their investors sure are just a bunch of Gen X people who don't know what they are talking about. But yeah.
It's so annoying that Roblox are listening to their shareholders more than the actual community who play the game. It's just dumb. Like, I don't know. I don't get how they thought that implementing an AI moderation system that basically ruins the moderation in this game.
Yeah, so
Like-
they altered basically the verification system with things like it was already good enough with email. With email, that seemed already fine. People have both emails. People, I can get behind emails for two-step verification.
Right.
But then they started asking for ID, and ID, which by the way, they relied on Peter Thiel's company persona for verification and data collection, saying we're gonna delete it, and they never did. Already a leak happened. Weeks later, a literal leak just randomly gets exposed right away, just right after the news, and then they were also shocked to thinking that people were like, oh, that they were shocked to think that people generally thought that their system was good, and it wasn't, and it's really
Wow.
annoying.
What a bunch of
And the AI moderation is also really bad because the AI moderation, like you said, has like a high error margin. It makes so many mistakes that even famous people get banned. Like you already saw with Creecraft,
Exactly. Like,
he gets banned on TikTok multiple times for being assumed that he was 13 years old.
the problem is now is that AI is training itself, and it's just getting worse and worse. I mean, I'm hoping at some point that AI will just crumble, because then at least, I mean, the thing is, at the rate it's going, I mean, AI is probably not going to be gone for.
Not for a bit.
while.
There is researchers and engineers and scientists that are currently criticizing the world governments right now. That's finally happening across the world and nationally. Like letters have been
Yeah.
sent to world governments right now. It's happening, and there is the NDAI lawsuit and the lawsuit into Honey and PayPal that's fortunately going on.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
It
Yeah.
seems like it will be here for a few more years, but it's certainly when it does happen, when it does finally die out, I bet the air bubble will pop and a bunch of people will end up suffering right after. Like that's just gonna, it's unavoidable. Because if they tackle AI, then the world, all the like different world countries are just gonna be straight up affected. And boom, huge AI bubble crisis just immediately boom lands right down on the people because the consumers will be hit first. The billionaires, not affected. The consumers, ooh, they will be affected badly.
yeah. It's also the fact, like, once imagine the AI thing ends, it means that companies will have to rehire like absolute crap loads of staff to moderate, do all this stuff that they could replace. It's just going to cost them more money in the long run. It's like, what did you think that firing like 1,000 of your staff to replace them with AI was going to do? Like,
not a thing. They thought they thought they were eating.
exactly. And then when the AI when AI finally crumbles, they have to hire 1,000 new people, which will be more expensive than just keeping the original people. But of course, they don't know that.
Yeah, they decided to lay them off too early on. Too much gamble on all the investments that they've been putting on. Like people got laid off. Hiccup.
It's only
They got laid off for no reason.
AI that much.
Like, I can't remember how much it was, but I swear I saw something that I think like AI is getting funded. I think it was between 400 billion and 700 billion a year at the moment, or something like that.
Yeah, they
and
had
that's
some.
just a crazy amount.
Yeah, they spent hundreds of billions of dollars on the AI package deal the government signed it for the big ugly bill and the continuous resolution that they passed. So it's not only just like the United States, it does affect other countries because if the United States is right now currently the largest one in the AI game besides China, it will definitely like just them doing this country suddenly crashing down it will affect all sorts of countries that depend on the AI because then the services are affected.
Yeah.
And they spend so much on the AI that they're not even having any return on investment back because people are just, they came in running,
Yeah.
rushing in, and the only people who are benefiting are just like that circle of AI companies that are consolidating all the power to themselves, not realizing
Yeah.
that with little competition,
It's mainly
all that damage is just gonna go on them and just be placed on consumers because, well, they won't run anywhere else. There's so little competition, they bought them all out. They run in fast and now they're gonna fall hard, like really hard after this.
Yeah. It's also like the fact that AI. It's also the fact that AI is, well, the fact that companies are using AI, like including like Nvidia and AMD. I mean, they're just ruining what built them in the first place, which was good quality PC parts for a reasonable cost, or a semi-reasonable cost, but also high-end performance. But with AI and that, there's
It's just inflaming. It's inflated because of all the inflation. Because now, like what you said, RAM is getting hard to get. A really fast RAM processor and all that. It is getting so expensive because now they're running out of it. They rushed in and then came in without a backup plan. They just said that we were okay and continued to banter about how successful they were, and then boom. Now they're suffering the consequences of the lack of RAM. It's just getting expensive.
and they're not. Nvidia aren't even AMD, Nvidia and AMD are completely giving up on making RAM for the public market. So it's literally that AMD and Nvidia
I'm so
are
confused for a
only
second.
focusing on like the AI market now, and it's like it means that small companies have to pick up the pace to build these. Like, it's also just removing the it's just getting rid of the fact that basically you're not allowed to say anything on these servers anymore, because
Alright.
kids
one
can go in a friggin' public bathroom simulator. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
yeah, like some of the there was, I remember seeing a shower simulator, or I think it was a prison shower simulator.
Basically, what you're trying to say is that
crazy.
right now, at the moment, is that basically what you're trying to say is that the legal language for 18 plus is just too vague and too broad, and sometimes it's lenient and sometimes it's too strict. Like there are adults that would say some really crazy stuff online, like even promote certain links to pages that are obviously fishy. But
Exactly.
I'm like the person where if like they could at least leave it unfiltered completely, and whoever says something crazy, I mean, it's unfiltered, and so if somebody was moderating and they saw this unfiltered message of just somebody promoting this crazy pages online, if they had seen that, it at least helps see them like see an unfiltered, not like a tag response go through, right?
Exactly.
It would help them see more visibly who's bad and who is good. And if people are able to say whatever, like you already saw this thing with language, when people start saying something in a different language, and then Roblox starts moderating them for assuming that they're saying something offensive, which is again another issue. It's too lenient, it's too random, then it's too strict at times, and then later they don't make any. It doesn't make sense whenever they do ban you, and then whenever you try to say something to dispute it, they say, "Nah, it's totally asked for," and I'm like, "No, it's not," and then you give them all sorts of reasons, and then they're like, "Nah, you'll stay banned," and you see where. Yeah, the first step.
What would fix it, in my opinion? Right, you lower the amount of moderation on 18 plus servers, but then you get the community involved. You improve your report. You improve like the reporting system. Leave it to the community to report what needs to be reported. Don't just punish an entire group of people because one person said this bad thing.
Yeah.
Get the community involved in, but they're not doing that. They're just, well, if we ban this one person for saying something, no one should be able to say anything, because
I mean, Yeah.
Like for example, I think what you're saying is
Yeah.
you know the enforcement bans. I think you're referencing enforcement bans where somebody would get banned and a group of people would just randomly get banned for being on the same Wi-Fi or something or being in the same area, which is really crazy of its own. Like as somebody like the community moderation is so much more reliable compared to AI moderation. Right, the error margin is so much smaller when it's like a real human reading something and going, this person is talking
Danny,
about really offensive things. Should I at least mark a warning on them? Right? You should at least mark them for warning. You can't like here's how I think about it. Community moderation, don't allow anybody to ban anybody, but you can at least flag the user for certain offensive things that they said
I'm here.
where
I heard people talking.
it basically says what they were
What's
warned
going
for,
on?
but it won't actually then it just gives them what it warns for and it has this
Excuse me.
warn report. Oh hi there.
like, as I was trying to say before the game decided to with them in the game.
Basically here's what I have. I accidentally randomly clicked the X button on my screen and I hand slipped and I clicked on it. That was so random. Okay, what I was trying to say is that Roblox should have this community warning note system where basically the community note, like a community note, like how they people fact check people on X, it's super easy to implement.
Yeah.
Is a community note, like saying this user's behavior with examples of real text that they must have probably said in game, and then the community can't ban the user, but it would at least mark him. It show like a note saying the type of things that they've done,
Exactly.
but with proof, right? The admins, admins would Roblox would see the photos. We wouldn't see it, but it would show like the reason for their marking of the note. What the admins would see on the other end would see the photos and all the more specific data on the user because they're admins, right? They can access more data than we can. So they will see the full report, and then the user would get a community note on them. It would just have a community note on them, and you can click see more, and it show you a list of all the warnings that they got, and it at least shows you some of their background history.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Wait, how am I working? Okay. Okay. Ooh, I know there's like a lot, but like you see, you know the proximity thing,
hmm
right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Proximity. Wait, I want to test something. Say the Projecttian. Say the Projecttian.
Wait, the what?
Yeah, both
The
of you.
what?
Say the Projecttian. The Projecttian.
If I get banned, I swear.
No, it's just the name.
I don't.
That's my channel name. The Projecttian.
Oh, on YouTube?
Yeah, just say my channel name. Basically, it's the Projecttian is the name.
Is it the wait? You can you type it out because like you like lagging out in a way. Like, I can't.
Oh,
I
this.
don't.
This.
Oh, let me go check you out.
Hmm.
I'm just saying to say it because you have a nice voice, both of you.
Oh,
Both of you, yeah. When I usually tell people who have nice voices to say my name just to see what it would sound like. You have like a different accent, both of you.
Yeah.
yeah. No, it
Alright.
looks like that though. My accent is very.
Oh wait. Let me see. I think Phil was talking. I think I muted Phil.
Oh,
Okay, there we
I'm
go.
sorry, but like, wait.
I muted
question.
you. I can hear you
Phil.
now, Phil.
No, Phil. The thing is, the reason why we muted you, it was just because we couldn't hear each other because everyone's mic was loud.
I think
Phil
I've
saying
got.
something.
I've got most of you added.
Is this you? You're so cute. Period.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not know you. Like you sound so different compared to how you look.
Oh yeah. It's just that my voice
That's a compliment.
it matured a little, but it didn't go all the way. I continued. I think I still have the same timbre like when I was around 12 years old, but it's like it got slow, little more. How do I say this? It's a little more wider because when I was younger,
Yeah.
my voice was a little more thin compared to. I make a lot of
I'm gonna show
variety
you. Oh, wait,
content.
let me check.
No notifications for new administrators and new moderators, more developers for the game that consistently is trying.
Oh, can you hear that? My bad.
Yeah, I can hear it. No, you can do it. You can play my videos. That's what I post for. Yeah, you can. That's fine.
Oh no, Kai Cenat. You made a video about Kai Cenat.
Yeah, I've made a lot of videos on certain. I've attracted lots of different fan bases to my channel for, well,
I don't
exposing.
like
I
like
expose conservatives and I also expose douchebag content creators on my channel. But I don't do that
The
only. I do
Middle
music.
East is in war.
Yes,
yeah.
yes, full on.
Oh my word. Did y'all wait? That's what I'm saying. That actually happened about American because like the bombs and stuff. Ooh no, the president's just ooh no,
Oh
no,
yeah.
no, no, no. Can't imagine.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Everybody who wants to fight in the Middle East war and be forcibly drafted, jump up once.